that works as a liaison between the safety forces and the citizens, including the police department, the fire department, and the EMS department.
All right now.
We will strengthen our police, our EMS, and fire department by enhancing services, upgrading their equipment, and providing educational, professional development resources.
Yes.
We will definitely focus on community and economic development by supporting our existing businesses in the city and engage in innovative strategies and partnerships to attract new businesses to our city that will create jobs and revenues that will enable us to provide better services to our citizens. I just thought about it. One day we were walking, passing our literature over in Hayden, and I was afraid for our children. I'm afraid for them now. They have to walk to school, pass by all these abandoned buildings. Some of them are open wide. They could be pulled in, they could be murdered, they could be taken, and we would never see them again. And nobody's worried about that. Thank goodness we do have 3 young men, and I see 2 of them here today, that help walk the children to school. Because they recognize also what danger our children are in. And then we say, the children are not doing anything. That's not right. So we're going to demolish those D and F buildings. We said A, B, C, D, F. Those D and F will have to be demolished. The A, B, C, we can rejuvenate. We can reestablish. And when we reestablish them, that brings more people to come and live in our city. That gives us more taxpayers. We're going to work with those partners I talked about, such as the Cuyahoga County Land Bank, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency, Western Reserve Land Conservancy, and the Ohio Historical City Society. Our city has many buildings and houses that would be eligible for funding from these places, and especially from the Historical Society. Those rehabilitated properties would mean a lot to this city. We're going to develop a full housing department to assist property owners in maintaining their property and also give resources to them for assistance in this process. We're going to develop a chamber of commerce, provide technology access for all our students and all our citizens. That will help them in getting on the playing field for jobs. And it will help our students. And also, I'm going to say this, I will stop these illegal camera tickets. Which have been voted down by the citizens of East Cleveland, and the present administration is just ignoring that vote. I will stop it. And finally, I will never compromise my moral compass to do anything that will hurt the citizens of East Cleveland, such as that dump down on Noble Road. Those people should not have had to live with that. I will make sure that will never happen again. I'm going to use my experience and my leadership from all the things I have done. Most of you know I've been the managing attorney for the UAW Legal Services Plan. I established the Cuyahoga County Juvenile Public Defender's Office. When I was teaching at Rawlins Junior High School, my children would leave the classroom and never come back. And I would wonder why. Nobody was representing them. Nobody worked with them. They were sent away. And that always bothered me. My first ambition was to be a juvenile court judge. Didn't make it there. But God knows where He wants you to go. He sent me to East Cleveland. And while at East Cleveland, the juvenile court allowed us to have our own juvenile court. If you remember, we had it on Saturday mornings with the children, because everyone needs to help the children. My thoughts have been, it's better to build a child than to repair an adult. And I've tried to do that all my life. I was the administrative and presiding judge for the city of East Cleveland for 20 years, you know that, where I restored the integrity of the court because we were following the prior judge's imprisonment. And we achieved numerous awards for that court. As you know, I have served 10 years as the president of the Cleveland Board of Education, East Cleveland Board of Education, where I led the district out of a fiscal emergency and built a rainy day fund. Thank you. Under my leadership, I am pleased to share that last year, in spite of all the chaos in state testing, all of the East Cleveland schools received an A for value added, which means every child in East Cleveland schools achieved growth. I have managed many budgets, a lot larger than the budget of East Cleveland, and I can manage this budget if you give me a chance.
Yeah. All right.
I learned one thing: the rebuilding and revitalization of East Cleveland requires a coordinated effort between governmental agencies and private investors and you.
Right.
I will bring together a team of the brightest and most qualified professionals to serve the city of East Cleveland. They've already started calling me. Some of them are here saying that they will come here to work for nothing. Some will volunteer their time to help us to make it a better place. My experiences, I believe, have brought me wisdom, discernment, and a reasonable temperament. Don't get me wrong, I don't know everything. I will learn. I'm laughing because Elaine always talks about my temperament. I thought she was so sweet until. But it's just a matter of wanting to do the right things for our citizens. I have served East Cleveland for more than 30 years, and I'm asking for your support. I'm asking for your prayers, and I'm asking for your vote.
All right,
on
now.
September the 12th. Yeah. That's the primary. September the 12th. Don't wait until November. September the 12th. And I ask you to elect me to be your mayor in the city of East Cleveland. Yeah.